What's up, guys? We always ask ourselves, what if, when it comes to professional sports? We can't help but wonder, what if some of the biggest one-sided trade deals didn't go down? One thing's for sure, the basketball landscape would be totally different today. I'm Biondo, and today we present the 10 most one-sided NBA trades of the last 10 years. Number 10, the process loses JRUE Holiday. The Philadelphia 76ers told their fans to trust the process during the rebuilding stage. Well, we're seeing a bright future led by Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons, so yeah, trust the process. That being said, Philly made one very bad trade in the 2013 offense, sending point guard JRUE Holiday to the New Orleans Pelicans. In return, Philly got Nerlens Noel and a first-round pick. He was a solid player, but he left Philly after just 3 seasons. Philly used the pick on Elfrid Payton, only to trade him to the Orlando Magic. Holiday and Anthony Davis have formed a dynamic duo in New Orleans, leading them to the playoffs in 2015 and 2018. Number 9, Warriors net Draymond Green from New Jersey. Just a warning, the Brooklyn Nets appear multiple times on this list. Thus, it's no surprise this team is annually in the Eastern Conference basement. In February 2011, the Nets, playing in New Jersey at this time, dealt a 2012 second-round pick and Troy Murphy to the Golden State Warriors. They got out of Murphy's contract, receiving Brandon Wright and Dan Gadzurich. Oh, and the Warriors used that 2012 second-round pick on the franchise cornerstone Draymond Green at 35th overall. He's among the game's top defenders and has been instrumental in their dynasty. They got Green with the 35th pick, and the Nets are left wondering what could have been. Number 8, Nets miss out on Damian Lillard. The Nets were trying to build a playoff team so they can compete right away, so in 2012, they acquired former All-Star small forward Gerald Wallace from the Portland Trail Blazers. In return, the Nets sent Sean Williams, Mehmet Okur, and a first-round pick that was top 3 protected. The Nets should have made that a top 6 protected pick. Portland used the 6th overall pick in 2012 on Damian Lillard. Lillard is among the game's top players, and he gets his team to the playoffs on an annual basis. So the Nets lost out on Green and Lillard so far. Sadly, it doesn't end there. Number 7, Cavaliers send Kyrie Irving to Boston. Kyrie Irving asked for a trade out of Cleveland after the 2017 NBA Finals. The reason? He didn't want to be LeBron James' sidekick anymore. Cleveland had no choice but to honor his request. Irving was sent to the rival Boston Celtics in exchange for All-Star Isaiah Thomas, defensive standout Jai Crawford, Ante Zizic, and a 2020 second-round pick. Now here's what happened. Thomas flopped in Cleveland, was hampered by a hip problem, and eventually traded to the Lakers at the 2018 deadline. The Cavs also sent out Crowder to the Utah Jazz in a 3-way trade. After the Cavs got swept in the NBA Finals by the Golden State Warriors, LeBron left to join the LA Lakers. Meanwhile, Irving is on a young and promising Boston team and should rule the East for years. LeBron probably stays in Cleveland if the front office somehow didn't botch the Irving trade, but anyway, whatever. Number 6, Timberwolves sacrifice Kevin Love for Andrew Wiggins. A 3-time All-Star with the Minnesota Timberwolves, Kevin Love wasn't getting much help. So the team dealt him to the Cavaliers in 2014. The 3-way trade also involved the 76ers. Minnie's entire haul was total draft bust Anthony Bennett, Thaddeus Young, and 2014 first-round overall pick Andrew Wiggins. Bennett lasted 1 season at Minnie. Young was traded to Brooklyn in 2015. Wiggins has been a very good but not great player, not the all-star player that Love has been. Joining forces with James and Irving in Cleveland, Love helped the Cavs reach 4 straight NBA Finals. Cleveland won the NBA championship in 2016, the first title in the franchise's history. Meanwhile, we continue to wait for Wiggins to take it to that next level in the Gopher State. Number 5, Nets hand Celtics franchise cornerstones. Looking to morph into a playoff contender, the Nets went all in at the 2013 draft. They acquired fading Celtics veterans Kevin Garnett, Jason Terry, and Paul Pierce in exchange for 3 first-round picks and 5 other players, including Gerald Wallace. The core got Brooklyn to the playoffs in 2014, but the Miami Heat brushed them aside with ease in the second round. Meanwhile, the Celtics used the picks to draft franchise cornerstones Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. You know how we said Boston's going to rule the East for years? It's thanks to Brooklyn for giving them 2 young franchise stars for 3 past their prime veterans that didn't produce much. Number 4, Raptors get Kyle Lowry from the Rockets. Despite rounding into a quality point guard, the Houston Rockets decided they didn't need to keep Kyle Lowry around long term. In the 2012 offseason, he was traded to the long-time losing Toronto Raptors in exchange for Gary Forbes and a 2013 first-round pick. Lowry was a 4-time All-Star and has taken Toronto to the playoffs every year since 2014, turning the Raptors into an Eastern Conference powerhouse. As for Forbes, he never played a game in Houston. The Rockets traded the first-rounder to the Oklahoma City Thunder, who used it to draft stud center Steven Adams. At least the Rockets got Chris Paul in 2017. Number 3, Utah Jazz steal Rudy Gobert from the Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets drafted French center Rudy Gobert 27th overall in 2013. However, he was flipped that night to the Utah Jazz in exchange for cash and a 46th round pick, which turned out to be Eric Green. Boy, did the Nuggets regret it. Green only played 46 games for the Nuggets. Meanwhile, Gobert has become one of the league's premier defenders and centers. He was named to the NBA All-Defensive First Team in 2017 and 2018. He's among the league's annual leaders in blocks and rebounds as well. Utah reached the playoffs in 2017 and 18 thanks to their incredible defense led by Gobert. You almost had him, Denver. Try again next time. Number 2, Pacers draft and trade Kawhi Leonard to San Antonio. The Indiana Pacers drafted Kawhi Leonard 15th overall at the 2011 draft. That night, they sent him and 2 other players to the San Antonio Spurs in exchange for point guard George Hill. Now, Hill and Paul George guided the Pacers to the playoffs 4 times in all. The former has been a solid point guard in his career, sure, but Leonard is only the NBA's best defensive player. He led the Spurs to the NBA Finals in 2013, then guided them to their 5th championship in 2014. Leonard was named the NBA Finals MVP and picked up 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards. Can you imagine Leonard and Paul George playing defense together in Indiana? That'd be insane. I mean, like, if the Pacers want to feel better, the Spurs reluctantly dealt a disgruntled Leonard to the Toronto Raptors in 2018. Number 1, James Harden blast off in Houston. They were supposed to be the next great big 3 in the NBA. Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden, all of them have an MVP award on their resumes. Together, these 3 guided the Oklahoma City Thunder to the 2012 NBA Finals. Sure, they lost to the Miami Heat in 5 games, but that was supposed to be the start of something special. But when Harden refused to sign an extension, the Thunder had to trade him to Houston in the 2012 offseason. They received 5 players, including Kevin Martin, Jeremy Lamb, 2 first-round picks, and a second-round selection. None of those 5 players were great. Only the aforementioned Steve Adams became an impact player out of all the draft picks OKC received. Meanwhile, Harden has grown into a top 5 player in the league. He's a world-class scorer and led the Rockets to the NBA's best record in 2018. By the way, the Thunder haven't reached the NBA Finals since that trade, and Durant left OKC to sign with the Warriors in 2016. But if you don't know that, what are you doing here? Hopefully you're learning. What other one-sided NBA trades from the past decade should we have included on our list? Join us in the comment section below. Make sure to follow myself and Total Pro Sports on social media. We post great content all the time. All the time. Good content. Go check it out. If you like this video, give it a like. We really appreciate it. Like this video. Go like it. Click that button. Go do it. Please. And don't forget to subscribe to Total Pro Sports because we post videos every single day. Every day is a new video. Just go subscribe. It's great. And as always, thanks so much for watching. I'm Jason Biondo, and I'll see you later.
My knee.